she could walk the rest of the way from the ground.
Yeah, her room, sometimes we can visit, but we have to call her better because it's not accessible.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us start. Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness and ignorance to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we have not moved much. We are in the second verse. And we are on the page 19 of this book. So what is the first verse we have read? Second verse says impediments to bhakti, devotion. How we can.
This page you could finish quickly.
Huh?
This page you could finish quickly.
Quickly, yeah. So
Yeah. Wait till you see the translations.
It's terrible.
okay, so we can we should be wise enough to deal with that.
Yes.
Yeah, but the original verse is so important. So, but their explanation, you need not have to take that explanation. So we have what are the points have been mentioned that the in page 19 six things which are these are directly opposed to grow love for God, devotion against atyahara, and he has explained the six are atyahara, meaning eating more. Oti means too much eating. Prayas, too much effort. Prajalpo, talking about something all the time. Okay. The next page it has given. These are the words. Pratyahara is compound word combination prefix oti. Oti means too much or excessively. With the ahara means to seize, grasp, consume for one's own enjoyment. This part is very fine. We can understand. It is for Vedanta, it is for devotion, it is for meditation. Huh? That means too much seizing or grasping or consuming anything. Material means ahara means the food, eating, too much enjoying through the eyes, through the ears, all the senses, five senses. That is the major thing. Excessive enjoyment of sense and objects through any of the senses. So five senses we have: eyes, ears, nose, throat, etc., and skin. The endeavor to accumulate in excessive one's requirement are known as attahara. So then he has said the devotees who have renounced the householder's life are forbidden to accumulate material goods. Say more monks. Monks should not avoid both the things, not excessive. Let's say whatever for your maintenance of your body, whatever you get, दैव से जहाँ प्राप्त हो, Swami Vivekananda, by chance, by God's grace, whatever you achieve, monks' attitude should be, you be satisfied with that. Because monks are wandering monks. So you have no claim for anyone. You go and knock at the door of the people, householders, and they kindly give you something. Someone can give you delicious food, someone can give you some scolding also. In our tradition, when we get monks, first become monk. So naturally they have to go for begging. The balloon mott will not give you any food. You have taken the vows, I am a monk, nothing for me. So they will go barefoot, no shoes, no shirt, only one chadar may be there, one cloth. And then you go and beg 5 or 6 houses. You cannot go on 100 houses. No. Go 5 or 6 houses. You will have to go and say Narayana Hari. the light glory of the Narayana and Lord. You don't say, give me food. No. That language indicates that a sadhu has come and asking for some food. The household, they will give you something. What? Uncooked food will not take. Because where will you cook? Where is your utensil? Where is your oven? Where to get all items there? There is no other item. So what you do? You only take cooked foods or food or fruits and roots like that. Eso. Muso. So you can only take that much. And how much? Someone may give you one morsel of some a few fruits or something. Some may give you one piece of tortilla. Some may give some cooked vegetables. Whatever you get, good. Someday you will get good offer from devotees. Someday, nothing. So be happy. Take, oh, God has given, provided me. Bas, I'm happy. So, and some place you go, they will be very sympathetic to you. Oh, my child, my boy, you look so young. Why are you begging like that? You look intelligent. You are very come of a good family, it appears. And you have potentiality. Why are you begging like that? They think that we are beggars. And some be very sympathetic and very loving. Someone will say, hey, you are a young man. Can you earn your bread? Go to the McDonald's and work and earn. In India, they told me, go and beg, do some work. You are a young man. You don't feel shy that you are begging food. So you have to take that with honor. Yes, whatever you get, accept it. So monks have no choice to select, I like this, I don't like this. Whatever you get, eat. I vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Buddha was vegetarian to the extreme. And he died because he ate pork. Because he went on begging. And what he gave, that someone gave some pork. And that was a little stale also. But he took it. Ideal monk will not care. It is whatever God has sent for me, take that. So that is the height. So atyaharo. And you cannot think, I'll consume it and I'll eat tomorrow. I'll keep it. No. That's why among the sadhus, they are called karapatri. Karapatri means they have no bowl or anything to take the food even. They will go and beg, and you give something, they will hold their palm. And then whatever you give in the palm, that must be it. But no.
But here I have a question. That when you get this food, you discriminate between what is food and non-food. Like say if somebody puts on your palm some leaves and stones, you're not going to eat because they gave it as the alms, right? You will say that leaves and
if we got, we should eat.
right?
But it is question of the food.
Edible and non-edible, that discrimination. So now if someone thinks that pork is non-edible, why to have that?
I do not know monastic ideal that is going on. Not your argument or reason is not the question. Question is that you depend on God. Whatever God has provided, you eat whatever is given to you. So I'm giving the gross example of Buddha because you will all vegetarians will attack me. But it is not that. That is for a monk's ideal is too high. They don't care for anything. Whatever comes, they eat. But normally they prefer. Why they will take what they. That's why they live in the Himalayas. Himalayas, most of the people are vegetarian. In Himalayas, no. In the plain land where there is other types of availability, say fish and this and that, no. In which area you are there. There were most of the monks used to go to the Himalayas. So that they avoid that way probably. That is maybe another. But question is that take the spirit. Don't take literally those ideas. You can say humbly, sorry ma, I don't take that. Please help me. Yeah? With your humility you can say, yes, it does not suit me ma. Thank you. Salute and respect and take.
Maharaj Swami Swahanandaji gave sannyas to a couple of nuns many years ago. And they even went up and down the street begging.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kept the tradition, They kept the tradition. And I think they knew the people
Of course,
whose door was
open. Now we do that. Here in this country, it is too much unknown.
Yes.
But that's why Buddhist monastics, they don't cook for themselves. Even today, Buddhistic tradition, they don't cook for themselves. They have devotees' house. They go there and bake food. So point is that take the spirit of it. That means yes, you can say politely, sorry, I don't take ma. So during those days, that is our tradition. Swamis don't take vegetarian, non-veg food, nothing. Only whatever vegetarian. That's the tradition. I'm giving an extreme example what Buddha did. Not to indulge for that type of food. Everyone will go and eat like that. It was by chance it came in his life. He's the ideal monk, showing that even that, whatever comes in the name of God, I can take. But for us, we are not Buddhas. First you illumine and then eat at random whatever you like. Vilana, that understanding should be made. Buddha ate, so I can go on indulging myself and eating. First be Buddha, then you can do what he has done. For us, it should be all balancing, and that respect should be there. So to cease, so that there are two types of people: householder, devotees who have renounced householder life are forbidden to accumulate material goods. But in grihastha, in household life, the Vaishnavas, even monastic, the Vaishnavas, non-Vaishnavas, if you are living in the household, so you must acquire good and sufficient for their maintenance. Because who will feed you? Because monks, they know with this Gerwa cloth when they go, India, all over India knows that these people are renounced people, so they have no home. So the society has a responsibility to feed them. Some give little, some does not give, some may criticize, but that is their responsibility. But householder, you are maybe a great spiritual person, but for your sustenance, food, roof over your head, your daily needs, you will have to have some accumulation. So that is the regulation of Otyahara, means don't indulge. But there are people only collecting and accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. No? So that is not the purpose of that. Will be your mind will be engaged only in that type of activity. So this is the Otyahara. Must acquire goods sufficient for their maintenance, but if they accumulate beyond their needs, it is called Otyahara. It is not necessary, but you have to preserve for your rainy days. That's also important for a household life. Those who are eager to perform bhajan should not accumulate worldly goods like materialistic sense enjoyers do. The people who are in the world, so they can accumulate something and for materialistic enjoyment, but those who are doing spiritual people, they will engage their time in bhajan. That's why in many people have many offers, job offers, but that put them into more activity. Some devotees said, no, let me have this much money. That is enough for me, for my saving, for my 401k. All these things will be preserved for me. And purpose of life should not be forgotten. Bhajan, prayer, meditation, that should be the. So that is a balancing. Good. Two, the word prayasa. Prayasa means to refers to the activities that are opposed to bhakti or performed for enjoyment of the senses. That means which is for God, do that. So prayas means effort. Prayas, effort. Effort should be given only for spiritual enlightenment. But you have to live in the world, so you have to do certain effort. So it is objective should be activities. Don't indulge into activities opposed to bhakti. That means that type of effort should not be made, which will make me forget God. Hmm. Third, waste time in useless mundane talks, that is called prajalpa. Huh? Much of our time goes in that this type of useless. We can avoid that. I can conserve your energy, but we talk. We criticize people. Maybe we are thinking something, always finding fault with others. So this type of thing, it is useless. Prajalpo. So it should not be for a bhakta. We are all trying to be bhakta. So for us, it is forbidden. Then fourth point is niyama agraha. It has two aspects. One niyama agraha is what? The basic rules should be maintained. No, you are trying to be bhakta. Your body should be clean. Take a shower, wash clothes, and this and that. This is called suchita, needed, but excessive. Agraha to the rules only. Oh, right hand has touched. Oh, it is to be washed. Oh, here is to Ganges water. Oh, it is impure. Oh, it is impure. Day and night, if you get in this type of pure, impure thought, you are too much indulging into the idea of purity. But you need certain basic concept of pure, impure things. Or which is the niyama, certain rules are made. And scripture, everywhere there is certain rules. We do the puja, we have rules. You take a shower, you use fresh clothing, then you enter into the shrine room, you clean this way, you do this way. There are very basic codes. Someone, if he does not follow that, it becomes a what you call some tradition. You are breaking the tradition and you are not following the basic principles of God realization. Rituals have been set by the sadhus or for the sages, and that tradition is written step by step to do. Ramakrishna, when he was engaged in that puja, he will not remember. He will do one item to the other item, first item, last item, first. Huh? So if you start tomorrow doing puja like that, then it is not a puja. But some people are so fastidious about this. This big flower is to be given on the food tray. That has become a tradition in some place. They don't give it to Thakur, but you give some fragrant flower, a piece of petals on the food items you are offering, little some flower. But to decorate how big, nice flower you have given, excessive. If Thakur wants to see the food, he cannot see the food because this is covered with the big flower. So it is excessive of your own. So overdoing and not doing, both should be avoided. That means follow the disciplines. The word niyamagraha has two meanings. When one has obtained a progressively higher qualification but remains overzealous to adhere to the rules pertaining to a lower qualification, it is known as niyamagraha. And another, failure to observe the rules that nourish bhakti, or in others words, absence of formed faith, is not niyamagraha. Now 5, to associate with persons other than Bhagavan's devotees is known as Janasanga. Avoid Janasanga. Jana, masses. Those people who have no God inclination, yeah, who don't have any faith that God realization is a goal and you will have to do something. If you go and associate with them, their thinking will impact your mind. So avoid those. Rather, you go to that place where your spirituality is nurtured, whether you can find more inspiration. People are doing, so you also do. So this is the Janasanga. Avoid Janasanga means the association of people who are antagonistic to practice of spiritual devotion or antagonistic to the path of loving God. Suppose you go live in a place where every day and night they are criticizing you because you do some meditation, do some prayer. No, they don't understand your uh, inner feeling, and they hurt you all the time. So how will you progress there? Your mind will be crippled there. So avoid that place. Rather be in a association where the mind becomes little so cheerful, joyful, and favorable. Everyone does that. No, you want to be a singer, be with the singers. Don't be with the people who criticize singing. No. If you want to be a good writer, be with the writers association. No. So that is the way the world moves. So spiritual life also. And six, laullo. This means, what is that? The laullo means to me both unsteadiness and greediness. Unsteadiness, the first sense is referred to the fickleness of the mind to accept many different kinds of false doctrines or uncertain conclusions. That nowadays is very common. Because they read so many philosophies, so many doctrines, little bit of Hinduism, little bit of Christianity, little bit of Buddhism, little bit of this, and learning so many things, your mind gets too much confused. Simple Sri Ramakrishna says, you love God, whatever way you like, love God. Take one path. But knowing is intellectual knowing. But for your practice, you will have to do one practice. You can say, I can take little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that. That is good. It appears very reasonable. But you are taking a new path. No one has traded in that path. You take, according to your own choice, you take certain things of Buddhism. You take certain things of Christianity. You take certain things of Shaivite. Then take certain things of Vaishnava, certain of Vedanta, and make say what you call hodgepodge. As a result, you are thinking that you are moving, but it is not tested. That path is not tested and verified. That's why take a tested path, which has been verified by other saints and sages. Any path. There are many saints in that lineage. So follow that. So that is the first meaning. And the second sense, it refers to the attachment to worthless material sense enjoyment. That means why mind you indulge into the enjoyments of the things which makes you forget. Sense enjoyment in Vedanta and in Bhakti they talk about. Why? Sense enjoyment is not bad, but it is always attaching to that means you are detaching from God. So don't do that. Do whatever you do which helps you to connect yourself with God. Projalpo means one indulges in criticizing sadhus. Then, that means also to think that where holy people are criticized, that means your path is criticized, your spiritual path is criticized. Or laullo, one awakens to test for many different temporary uncertain conclusions. Both these lead to Nama, that is Vaishnava tradition. This leads you to some false conclusions. No, it does not lead you to realization. Therefore, carefully give them up. Then let us go. This is a very, on the page 21, if you go down, that it says that last paragraph, in some book of Bhakti, it says this Bhakti Vinod, he said, my dear mind, he's talking to his own mind, self understanding. What have you done? Being in a very immature stage, you have cheated yourself unknowingly by perpetrating the fault on narrow-mindedness upon the pure Vaishnava Sampradaya. That means those Vaishnava Sampradaya means Vaishnava is lover of God, Vishnu. Vishnu's lover called Vaishnava. Lover of God, they are called Vaishnava. So he's taking that the lineage of the holy people in that tradition. So what unknowingly in your immature stage you have cheated yourself unknowingly by perpetrating the fault of narrow-mindedness. You think that these bhaktas, they are all fools, they don't understand. I am a man, I know Vedanta. Some people criticize. He's saying that don't criticize people. Huh? This Vedanta student criticizes the bhakta. Bhaktas criticize the Vedanta. So avoid that.
Right.
Huh?
Advaita.
Advaita?
Bhakti and Advaita.
Ah. They are neither Bhakta, neither Advaita. You should not criticize anyone. There is good side, bad side of everything. So you be a good person. You be a true lover of God. So that should be the practice. So you have supposed the pure conception and validity of the sampradaya to be hypocrisy. This is attacking to the Gyanis, to the Vedanta students. They are saying that you are, yes, you have supposed the pure conception or validity of the sampradaya to the hypocrisy and thus abandoned them. You have given up wearing Vaishnava tilak and I am going. But they are thinking that many people, out of shyness, they are following the Vaishnava path, but they give up their all the marks of Vaishnavism.
Because they don't want people to know.
That's why I said it is better to have it because it distinguishes you to think that I'm a lover of God. Taking the positive
It's
way.
a reminder.
Reminder. We use this Kerua. It's nothing, but it is a reminder that you are a monk. You have your goal. Your goal is God realization, your nature, your behavior. So dress has, see, if you see the same person in a military dress, smart, military, marching, and the same guy when he uses ordinary dress, does not make a distinction between that, does not create an impression on you. Suppose you the same person, now a police officer comes over here with his full dress, and a person, the same person comes as a devotee. Does it make any difference? Outlook, outward? Yes. Your dress carries your power, energy. It indicates that you are for the setting the rules and regulation in a proper order. That's why you are the police officer, no? So dress has a very significant role. So he's saying that some people, out of shyness, they give up this tilaka mark. Vaishnavas have a mark. This is like this, no?
Oh yeah, the little U.
Yeah,
and
you,
then there's a
you,
dot
and there's a dot.
Yeah.
And there are Shiva is like this.
The arms.
Oh, I see.
Shiva, this way is Shiva. This way the Vaishnava. So Vaishnavas will mark, Shiva will mark, like this. It indicates I am a Shiva devotee. Let me think of Shiva. If you don't do that, you become like ordinary. Your mind may not inspire you yourself.
But they only see it when they look in the mirror, right? People see it when they look at. I mean, we would notice
Yeah.
that they are.
But no, they should. It's saying that people sometimes criticize, or out of criticism, fear of criticism, those are Vaishnava. They give up their tilaka, this beads. You see, most of the Hare Krishna people will have beads all around, 2-3 beads or something. We also use. You are wearing Rudraksha for counting and this. So sometimes we avoid that. In Ramakrishna tradition, of course, we do that. We don't want to keep any mark outside. But this mark is kept. India, you go, no monk will be there without dress. You are a brahmachari, the day you join, you're white, shirt and cloth, all white. And it gives a different feeling. The white dress, whiteness, purity. That's a symbol of purity, no? And the girva gives the design of fire. You are, this is the color of the fire. So it indicates that you're keeping that fire of renunciation, detachment, reminder. Oh, you're wearing this, means Guru has given you to remember that you are meant for separately. Don't think that you can lead your life in any way you want. No. So these are important marks. So there is a value in that. So, but for fear of criticism, some may give up. So that he has said. That's why the end of the paragraph on page 22, first paragraph. Therefore, your present life and the next have both been utterly ruined. You address everyone as hypocrite, uh, naive, and cheater, but you have failed to attain Bhagavad Bhakti. What will be your fate at the time of death? He's telling you criticize because some genuine devotee wearing this mark and things, and you think they're cheats. They are showing their spirituality. You are criticizing unnecessarily. So what will be your destination? You will actually, because of this criticism, your mind will be totally negative. So you will feel this impact. Negative impact will come to you. You think of negative, negative will become. You think positive, positive will become. Oh mind, then again is saying that what should I tell you? It is telling oneself as if we are talking to ourselves. What is it? You utter the word prema, prema. Prema means love, supreme love. But what good will it avail by saying love, 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 love? No? Only saying will do. Prema is a rare and priceless jewel. You will have to undertake arduous sadhana, spiritual practice, japa, meditation, whole day, whatever you're doing, you have to think, I'm doing for God, I'm offering it to God. This is called sadhana. Not saying prema, prema will do, not saying brahma, brahma will do. You have to apply that in life. That means you have to practice it. That's the sadhana. So, very important. You will have to undertake arduous sadhana, attain it. By deceitful practice, you make a show of tears, trembling, horripilation, and fainting at the time of kirtan or hearing spiritual discourses. Yet your real business is simply to accumulate wealth, women, lust, and prestige. That means sometimes we find these are very common. If you go to every tradition, Hare Krishna people or those are Bhaktis people, they sing and dance in the name. Sometimes tears are rolling down. Sometimes they fall down in the ground and roll down as if so much high emotion and spirituality. But it is maybe so peace and blinking and seeing who is looking at me. When you are doing like that, come here, there is so much room.
By the way, I looked up periphalation in case you guys didn't know what it means, like your hair standing on
the
ends.
yeah.
I didn't know that. What was that word?
Out of joy.
Periphalation?
Horripilation.
Like when their hair stand up.
So goosebump. When you get a goosebump
Like
and the hair
goosebumps,
stands, that is the goosebump. So he says that by deceitful practice, you can create such emotion. If you create a love for God, this comes spontaneously. We have seen many sadhus of our order are also 22. We have seen many who taking the name of Lord and repeating the mantra, tears are rolling down the cheeks. No? But in our tradition, we say, don't show it. Let it be. Try to hide it. Because it is your private thing. Let it be more. Here also same spirit. You may sing and dance in a congregation of 20 people. And you can jump. Someone can jump 3 inches. You can jump 6 inches. Someone can jump 1 feet. In the emotion of jumping in the devotional practice, when they sing and dance, some may show, you may be showing your emotion, but really you are not feeling that. So be careful. Don't show that. Rather, you indulge in real practice. So pay attention to love God. Love, prema means unconditional love for God does not come easily by a showpiece. Many people do japa in India. Here we say do it to make a mark. See, it is contradictory. One is saying you keep some mark to recognize you, that you belong to God. You are a child of God. I am a Shiva devotee. I am a lover of Krishna. I am a sannyasi, monk. I am a brahmachari. I am a brahmacharini. Keep that little for your own benefit. That's why all this address is to the mind, not to others. Oh, my mind. Think. These are, don't criticize. Oh, I have, Ramakrishna didn't use any other dress but white dress. No? Because, but he's a Paramahansa. He is, who sannyasi is there parallel to Ramakrishna? But he didn't use, his philosophy was different. If I use, my mom will be feeling bad. That my son is sannyasi, she will be crying and weeping. So I don't want to do that. For the love of mother, he didn't use any gerua cloth. He told Totapuri. When Totapuri came, he said, yes, I can take sannyas, but I will not be able to wear this gerua. Well, why? Well, my mother is there. My mother feel hurt that if I become sannyasi, seeing me, mother will be very much offended and cry and weep seeing. So Ramakrishna never used uh, nothing except white cloth. Means in India, most of the people use white cloth in a particular way. But brahmacharis use in a different way. They make a round, like us, as I am wearing. So it has a value. So, and now he is saying, don't show. You are singing, you are meditating, you are, let it be so deep, you only understand. Don't make others a piece of attraction. There are many examples of that. When you have not even a trace of attachment to pure sadhana bhakti, there are two types of sadhana bhakti, siddha bhakti. Sadhana means that practice which leads you to deeper and deeper love for God. That is called the practice. And you reach that point, that is called the siddha, when it's accomplished. You have attained that devotion. So these are two different. So, which is essential for acquisition of prema. Then how will you begin obtain such Bhagavat prema, the love for God, unconditional love for God? You will have to first give up the 10 offenses, the holy name, chant Harinam continuously. You should hear Hari Katha. That means for our Vedanta students, what will you listen? Hari Katha means God's message. So your classes, lectures, listen to that. And Gita says that listening about God, when you meet together, talk about God. And when you want to understand anything, give compliments to each other for your own spiritual practice and enrich your spirituality. Annam tat prabodhanam. You talk about God. You love Krishna. You talk about Krishna. You also talk about Krishna. As they say, hymns make a mokar. They find two people, they're very happy. So devotees should be like happy. So, oh my mind, be happy in that type of dialogue and conversation and practice. Not mere talking will do. Showing will do. So these are, if you take in the right sense, that's why we need little maturity. Somewhere they'll be poking to the Gyanis, but avoid that side. But if you can take the real sense, it is very valuable. That's why maturity is necessary. Before reading books, you have to know what the intention of the verses. So you should hear Harikatha, listen, what you call listening to the scriptures. And then you will have to first give up 10 offenses of holy name. That means when you take the name of the Lord with all intensity, all concentration, all love, repeat God's name. No? Otherwise, you are repeating, mouth is repeating, or mala is bead is repeating, but your mind is somewhere roaming. So try to be concentrated on that. That will generate real love for God. And then by the mercy of the Nama Prabhu, and we will say by the mercy of God, simply. You need not have to say all these technical terms. Nama Prabhu. Unalloyed prema will arise automatically. We say, you take the name of Sri Ramakrishna with love and affection, with intense urge. By God, by His grace, your heart will be so pure that God will be revealed in your heart. Huh? We say that you love Mother, the Divine Mother, you Ma Kali, Ma Durga. You love and pray and cry and weep, your heart will be pure. The same formula. There's nothing different. Only the language is different. You, next another, you have not performed bhajan in regulated manner. How many people of us do regulated way meditation and practice? Prayer, meditation, bhajan, singing. No? This should be done regulated way. That's the practice. You have not performed Sankirtan. Sankirtan means group singing. Group chant creates a morning time. We read certain verses, no? But everyone meditates that time. No. In the evening time, we sing all these songs every day. The same prayer. 365 days. Everyone comes and sits and meditates. That is the time to pray. Take a sheet of paper. Join your voice. Huh? Whatever someone is singing or chanting, collect a sheet of paper and join and sing together. That creates a vibration. About 20 people or 30 people sitting at a time. If you say chant the name of the Lord and His glory unceasingly, or in the evening prayer, whatever prayer we sing, no? Om Hring Ritam, and then you will be able to understand, oh, what does it mean? You see, the meaning will come. That way, your devotion will grow. So, participate into that. Sankirtan means participatory singing. Yes. And a musician is singing, we are listening. That's one thing. But we are participating. That gives greater joy. Now, when our Daya Prana sings some song, and then boom, 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 she sings alone, that's one thing. And when she asks us to join, you see, all of us together we sing, that has a different impact. No? So do that when you get Sankirtana in the association of the pure devotees. And you have to do it with pure devotees. What? All of them love God. And when they are chanting that, there comes spiritual emotion, real emotion comes. So do that. You have not withdrawn your minds from the sense objects and engage it in remembering the Lord in a secluded place. Huh? What is saying? That you have not withdrawn your mind from the sense objects, and now you are engaging with people say, I'll go for meditation in a isolated place. Don't go. If you go to meditate in the isolated place before you're mastering your senses, what will you do? You will brood over all these things more. So be prepared to love God first. And then if you go, you can get the benefit of your retreat. We go to retreat. No. Retreat as a flow, it takes us in a different mood. But suppose you go alone in some isolated place. If you are not matured yourself, after 2 days, 3 days, you will be enjoying. Afterwards, you will be in misery. You will try to find out when you can come out. I remember when I was in heavy work, when I joined, Belur Math gives us very good amount of activity, 12 hours, 13 hours, whatever work was there. So, and then I thought, oh, I'll be in the Himalayas. I'll go to Himalayas. I'll do the, like a monk, I'll do sadhana. And I managed to get vacation, no? And because I am 12, 13 hours, I am engaged in work, not practiced by spiritual discipline, but meditation quite a long time or studied much. Or I have not put my spirituality in my action. My mind has not been trained. And I went there. I was very excited for a few days. Then afterwards, I was thinking when to go back. 24 hours, what will you do? How much meditation you will do? There is not too many books also. You are living in a hut. You are begging for food. So what association you have? So that's why prepare yourself. And then you go and you will enjoy. And if your mind is trained, you are doing 3 hours meditation, and you go there, you can do 5 hours. You can increase to 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. Then you can do that. But you have no grounding and just go isolated place. Don't do that. So remember,
when I was a little boy in the village, there was we involved the people in the Sankirtan. It's called Nagar Sankirtan.
Still there is there. People go in a group and go on the village, entire village road, singing together and with a cymbal and drum and beating the drum. They go around. That creates an environment. That's why you call the group singing. Now, without first climbing the tree, you attempt to pluck the fruits with your own hand has simply gone in vain. The most sacred and pure Krishna Prem is exactly rare. Really, in our spiritual life, to have love for God, real love is rare. By misleading others, you will simply cheat yourself. First, make yourself fit by performing sadhana. That means follow whatever Guru has given. Today is Guru Purnima, by the way. It's a special day to think about what blessings we got from our teachers, to follow that. And that is very important. That is the indication. Whatever Guru has given, practice that intensely. That is called sadhana. And with that sadhana, as you go on, you will see that how the heart opens up for your spiritual illumination. So without doing that, as he said, without even climbing into the tree, you want to have the fruits. How can you get the fruits? You will have to learn how to climb step by step, step by step. And the step by step meditation practice, what gurus are given, mantra is given, the way the practice is to be done has been set. Follow that. Don't edit. Don't edit, correct. Oh, I can add this, I can subtract this. No editing, subtracting. Follow that perfectly, and in time, God's grace, the truth will be revealed. You will get the fruits. So that's why first make yourself fit by performing sadhana, then prema, the love, will become easily accessible to you. Oh, brother, he's talking to his own mind. This is very good. We can talk to our own mind. He says, oh, brother, although lust or karma and love, prema, appear identical by external indications, means in ordinary human love and divine love. What is the difference? Human love, you love somebody, you hug, you kiss, you feel united. Divine love, Radha and Krishna. Radha is crying, weeping for meeting Krishna, and sometimes she is so much pain in agonies and separation anxiety and this and that. Apparently, physically, reactions are same. But spiritually, there is deeper implication of it. So, karma and prema are identical. They are not at all the same. Why it is difference? Karma, or the normal experience of ordinary human being, is like rusted iron, whereas prema is like a pure gold. You have seized karma, imagining it to be gold. Can anyone obtain prema by such absurd means? So it is training of the mind. Mind, what you want? You want absolute joy? Or you want momentary joy? Momentary joy is also joy. All joy is joy. All joy is God. Anything which you feel it gives you joy, that is God. But that human relationship, the joy we get, there is so much impediment. And when it comes to us, it diluted. And it is only a little drop comes. And prema, when it opens up, you go to the source. It is saturated with joy. And it is lingering joy. It is perpetual joy. So move on that direction for a devotee. Oh, foolish mind, you have become intoxicated by uselessly considering karma to prema. You are thinking that I am loving God. The lust for bones and flesh appear alluring for some time. That lust chases endlessly after the object of the senses. But unalloyed love, that's why you call nishkama bhalabasha. Radha's prem is called nikoshito prema. That means extremely pure. There is no expectation for her own pleasure or joy, only for Krishna. Only for Krishna. To love Krishna, to be absorbed in Krishna. Unalloyed love is the natural disposition of the jiva. That prema is fully sentient and spiritual by nature. That prema, means supreme love. The object of prema is Srihari alone, not a dressed up doll of bones and flesh. At present, prema is in a dormant condition, being covered by kama. In all of us, kama means the desire. In the form of desire, actually, what is inside us? It is the divine love. Divine love is trying to express and to enjoy, but it is coming through some barriers. Therefore, if we think love God, then that naturally what will have? The same love will appear to be divine love. In the immature mind, Swami Vivekananda said, when I was a young man, I was so Puritan that I would not walk in the same street on which side there is a theatrical auditorium or something, the movie. There are no movie those days, theater halls. So I will not walk because that is all impure. I am pure. So I will go the other footpath, other sidewalk. But he said, at this mature mind of mine, I can live with a prostitute without any reaction in the mind, seeing the divine mother there. So it is a gradual progress. Mind should be lifted. And that prema is our goal, where we are established in joy all the time. But that needs this spiritual practice. First, be good by good fortune due to the devotional pious credits. Sukriti, we call Sukriti. কোনো ভাগ্যে কোনো জীবের কি শ্রদ্ধা যদি হয় তবে সেই জন সাধু সঙ্গ করায়. In the Vaishnava literature it is said, by good you need good fortune of your past life. Because of that, you have devotion to God and devotion to Guru, devotion to spiritual path. And if you have that, then you will be leaning towards going to holy association. তবে সেই সাধু সঙ্গ করায়. And from sadhu sangha, prema for love for God generates. Because when you go to holy men, real genuine holy people, they talk about God only. And with their life, their own spiritual life, their own love for God, it has a impact on us when you go to those holy people. So it is said, first, by good fortune due to the devotional pious credits of your past life, accumulated over many previous lifetimes, pure faith, shraddha, trust and faith. God is there. I will realize that. I'll follow the path of the holy people. That type of conviction comes. Many people don't have that conviction. They hear all these things, but it has no meaning. He does not feel that it is true. I can do it. Then by hearing Hari Katha and performing Hari Nama Kirtan, in our case, by hearing these Vedantic discourses and talks and performing Hari Nama Kirtanam, repeating your name, mantra, repeating your mantra day and night, in the association of the pure devotees. When you come here in the pure devotees, in your home also, you are all devotees. You have your pure devotees. Live with them. Think out. Repeat the mantra like that. And associate. Shraddha is matured. And it evolves successively into steadfastness. Nishtha. Nishtha means one-pointedness. Your love for God becomes the prime focus. And taste, ruchi, then comes another. Ruchi means, when we get disease in early days, we have no taste for eating food. No. So when you get cure of your disease, naturally, your taste returns. So ruchi means taste for God comes.
It's different than rasa?
Uh,
Because I thought rasa meant taste.
uh, but ruchi will be, in a sense, it's a deeper, it's a slight meaning different is there. Ruchi means that my inclination increases. Suppose I don't like, say, and
Yeah.
my
So it's like
condition.
the preference.
Yeah. No, your fast food I used to like, and now I have no ruchi. I have no taste for that. So no, now you are growing no taste for that food. Is it is you are doing aruchi for that, and you are ruchi for healthy food. Ruchi means you are generating some type of inclination to have that type of thing. Your mind is searching for that. If I get, it will be good. It will be good. No, if we suppose we all know, some of us are very much in need of one cup of coffee or tea in the early morning. So what happens? It is called ruchi. In the morning you get up, your mind tells, oh, it is good if I can get a cup of tea. You need not have to, the cup of tea may not be available, but your mind tells you, oh, it will be good. My inclination is such, I am craving for that. That type of thing will come ruchi. So Shraddha will lead to Nishtha, Nishtha to Ruchi, and deep attachment, Asakti. Then your Asakti, we are attached. We are attached to different things, but this devotee will get attached to God. Like a glue. His mind will be glued to God. Ruchi, Asakti. From Asakti comes Bhava. Bhava means absorption. Ramakrishna is to go. If you read Ramakrishna's life, you can understand 1, 2, 3, all these steps. Then Asakti and Asakti to Bhava, and Bhava makes its appearance. And from Bhava comes the Prema, that's the highest manifested. This is the order of development by which Prema is awakened. You want to love, grow in Prema, Prema Bhakti, then you have to follow this. Have faith first, it is faith, and that comes Shraddha, that is faith. And because of that, you will listen to Harikatha or God's discourses, and then out of that Shraddha matured, it becomes Nishtha, means you become one-pointed. One-pointedness gives you Ruchi, some type of craving, inner taste, and that developed into attachment. You cannot give up God. You cannot forget God. So much deep. And that will take you to absorption. You forget the outside world. Ramakrishna going into intoxication. No, if you find that, his taste was in the world. Then taste is withdrawn, and he's talking about God. And then when he's talking about God, Ramakrishna's gospel gives the description. He's becoming totally absorbed, and he gets stuck there, stuck. And that is the prema bhakti. Oh, 34. Okay, one page. Let me quickly finish it. I didn't have to explain. Prema may be obtained only by taking the support of the progressive evolution, never by any other means. You cannot jump. Oh, wicked mind, why do you fear to take up this step-by-step method of sadhana? By mere imitation of prema, you will not obtain anything. By such an imitative display, you will attain only temporary happiness and sense enjoyment, which will also result in misery in the end. With this understanding, you should give up all offenses and impediments, anarthas, and engage yourself in pure sadhana bhakti. Try to do this bhakti. And now the association of Gyanis whose aim is voidism. Voidism is Sunnavad, Buddhistic. Buddhistic, they are hitting the Buddhists. And liberation of fruitive works, Karmavadi, Jnanavadi, Buddhistic, who covet fruits of their work and of the hedonist enjoyer, etc. Whether this is giving some scolding to Gyani Bhakta others. The word laullo literally means greed or restlessness. This restlessness refers to the tendency of the mind to run after various pursuits with the greed to taste their fruits. With the desire to enjoy worldly sense enjoyments or to attain liberation, mind sometimes runs in the direction of the eightfold yoga system. that they are saying. And sometimes towards the process of meditation, sometimes towards the performance of sacrifice, sometimes towards the practice by which one can attain impersonal Brahman. This is known as Laulo. Don't listen to this explanation. your lalasa. Laulo means in Bangla, lalasa. Lalasa means lalasa. This, lalasa means
Lalach.
more. Lalach.
Lalach.
Lalach, what will be good English?
Lalach is greed only.
Greed. When your mind is, suppose you are food is not there, but your mind is thinking of the food. So this type of worldly thought. Thus, one should give up 6 kinds of faults. The 6 faults have been again mentioned, and engage in pure sadhana bhakti. If one fails to do so, then the power to understand the Krishna bhakti bestows the highest good for all living entities will be lost, and one will be forever deviated from the path of bhakti. So, practice these 6-fold systems. These are impediments. If we cannot do that, that will bar us from our spiritual growth. Very good. Thank you. Jai Ma, Jai Ma.
Because there's no Swami Mahayogananda.
No
today.
Mahajagananda. So don't make too much big thing. Just as you
I'll
go
just
to our
bring
formula.
Water.
Oh,
and
just
the
water and
bags.
put few bags. And just pour us. We will be few people on the trip.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people.
Okay.
You can go help for our tea party now.
Just have the worship.
Swami.
Eh? Eh?
I have some surgery.